Hi YouTube. I'm going to do an upgrade on this Glock 26. I'm going to put in a 3.5 Ghost trigger connector, and I'm going to put in the complete spring kit as well, and we'll see what we can drop this trigger down to for defensive carry. Don't want to drop it down too much. 4 pounds, 3.5 pounds, somewhere around there will be fine. I'm going to go ahead and show you that the gun is clear. Trigger's in the rear, as you can see. Nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. We're going to get a couple pulls off of this just to get you to, just so you can see what the factory trigger pull is, okay? That one came in right at 7 pounds. Let's see if that was me or if that's what it actually is. Again, 7 pounds. We'll do one more. I know it says it's 5 pounds, 5.5 pounds, but we'll see. That one again, about 7.25 pounds, okay? So that's what I'm getting with the pull scale 3 times, around 7.25 pounds. Okay, so let's see what happens once I put these new parts in. See if we can get that trigger down to around 3.5, 4 pounds. Even 4.5 would be better than that 7-pound trigger. And I'm going to try and stay in frame this whole time and not get out. First I'm going to change out the safety plunger spring. Okay, that's this little spring right here. You just twist it and it pops out. Okay, let's open this package up. This package comes with 4 springs. I'm only going to change out 2. Okay, I'm going to put in, let's see here what happened there. Somehow this spring is stuck in there. Okay, there we go. Got it. Alright, I'm going to only change out 2. I'm going to change out the safety plunger spring. It snaps back in place just like that. Give it a little tug. If it doesn't fall out, it's good to go. Put that in there. Then you put this back in, press down, and it stays in place. This goes back in. Metal to metal, then plastic to the plastic butt plate, okay, or slide plate, slide cover. Next I'm going to change out this striker spring. If you've seen my other videos, I showed you a little trick on how to change this out where it's easy to put on without popping your spring around or anything like that. You just put this right there. You take your new spring here. This one right here is the competition spring that we're going to be using. It's the 4-pound spring. Okay, it comes with a 6-pound spring and a 4-pound spring. I go with a 4-pound spring, and then if you notice any light primer strikes, just take it back up to the 6-pound spring, and it should be fine. But you just do that there. That's back in place. Put that in. Let's put our cap back on. Snap that back on right there. Okay, we'll go ahead and put our barrel and our recoil spring back in. Okay, so that's done with the slide. Okay, again, I do not change out this spring here. This is the trigger spring. It's a 6-pound trigger spring. The reason why I don't exchange this out in the frame is because the trigger tends to not reset like it should. Once the slide comes back and you let your finger off the trigger, the safety does not reset correctly. So I leave this out. leave the factory one in. Okay, I've noticed that happen on some of my other Glocks. Next, we're going to change out the 3.5 connector. That'll be the last thing we do, and we'll get some more readings and see what we come up with. I'm going to go ahead and put this other spring in here too so it doesn't get lost. Okay. Alright, here's what we'll do here. Just wiggle on your release, mash down on this pin here, comes out, take the mag or slide lock out, pop the other pin out, pop that pin out, take your little block out there, take your housing out. And we're just going to loosen that up there. We're going to go from the other side here. There's a hole, round hole, push that out. The connector comes out. Install the new connector. Like so. Okay, everything's good on that trigger. Okay, there we go. Stick everything back in place. And I always put the trigger connector, or not connector, housing pin back in there. Make sure that's lined up flush, like so. Then I take the small metal pin, put it in first. Okay, and I'll tell you the reason I do that. I do that because on this slide lock, this little spring right here needs to go where it's right behind that bar. Okay, if you put or pin, I should say, if you put the pin in afterwards, sometimes you have to press down on that spring and, you know, try and get the pin in. It's just easier to put that pin in, then put the other one in. Okay, we're going to wiggle this a little bit while we push that in. Okay, it's all installed. Put the slide back on, and that trigger is a lot better. Let's get a couple readings on this and see what we're looking like, guys and gals. Okay, right there, 4 pounds. Well, we'll say 4.25 pounds right there. Let's try another one. About 4.5 pounds. Yeah, it's hard to get a reading on here. Let's go. Right there, and about 4.5 pounds. So we'll just say 4.25, 4.5 pound trigger on this Glock 26 now, which is a good weight for concealed carry. Okay, it takes that heavy pull from the factory Glock, which they say 5.5 pounds, but like I showed you, I pulled about 7. So 7.25, so you're dropping off you good 3 pounds there. Okay, and it actually helps out. This will make you more accurate when you're firing at the range. It'll help with your trigger control and stuff like that. Alright, I hope that helps out. It's a great upgrade, easy, inexpensive. I think the whole kit costs 19 bucks, something like that, $20. If you get Zev, you might spend about $3 more, so you're looking at about $23. Both of them work good. Zev only comes with 1 spring. This one comes with 2 striker springs, so if you ever get any light striker, light primer strikes, you can always change it to that other spring, and that'll resolve all that. Alright, so it's made by Ghost. The springs they might be Wolf springs, something like that, but it's a Ghost connector and all that. Alright, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave any comments down below. Bye.